is Malika Wainwright, and today I'd like to share with you all a new interdisciplinary fairy tale. Once upon a time is more than a rhyme, and education is meant to be spread. So I took my new interdisciplinary knowledge on the road and tried to solve the problems that lay ahead. First stop on my journey wasn't so pretty, but I applied my knowledge of interdisciplinarity. So before you drift off to sleep just like a kid again, allow me to tell you the tale of Snow White and the Seven Disciplines. You see, when she's not biting apples and falling asleep, Snow White has some princesses she'd like to teach. Because while princes like science, technology, and math, princesses prefer tiaras and warm bubble baths. Since Cinderella told Belle that math was for boys, none of the girls are enjoying its joys. Snow White decided to seek help from her friends, but each of the dwarves is involved in just one discipline. Doc said, girls are different, simple biology. Happy thought the group dynamic required sociology. Sneezy was of no help since the equation wasn't math. Sleepy represented his feelings with interpretive dance. Grumpy thought motivation was needed from economics, so the girls would stay wealthy without pushing broomsticks. Bashful pointed out the role of history in that, while Dopey was convinced we could solve all these problems with a new app. No one would concede, no one could agree. They couldn't get past the bias of disciplinarity. I was sure we could have a creative breakthrough if everyone acknowledged their discipline's inadequacy. In order to solve such a complex problem, we need to use some intellectual dexterity. They all looked at me upon Snow White's approach, as she asked me which discipline was needed the most. I began to explain the concept of integration, hoping we'd stumble upon a new interdisciplinary creation. I said, well, disciplinary knowledge is great, but it's really not able to cover every aspect of the problem. For that, we need interdisciplinarity. To me, interdisciplinary studies means taking disciplinary knowledge and combining it to discover common ground and create innovative solutions. Since learning this concept, I use it all the time. Grumpy interrupted. That's great, kid, but this story rhymes. My bad, I said, but it's changed my worldview. My ability to see different aspects of problems is no longer skewed. To teach the girls math, we need math and science. We need to consider education because it provides an instructional foundation. Happy is right, we'll need sociology to understand why it's hard to learn when you are in the minority. Sneezy and Sleepy should do a collaboration to show off how STEM subjects can work with cooperation. Snow White should be a role model, and after all of that, I am sure Dopey the girls would love learning via apps. Everyone was pleased. Their knowledge was blended. We implemented solutions that worked as intended. Sleeping Beauty created a vaccine against fairy spells. Ariel engineers buildings made out of seashells. Interdisciplinary thought benefited every girl, even those living in a fairy tale world.